From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Of course, a lot of things that we're all well aware of and familiar with around here as far as the summer heat goes. The last couple of days with the hot, muggy conditions, you know, the saving grace has been we've had a pretty strong wind. Well, we don't have much wind today. So you can see, look at Old Glory here from West Tulsa. It's not moving a whole heck of a lot. Temperatures upper 80s, heat index upper 90s here in Tulsa, pushing 100. VRB, that means variable winds, 6 miles per hour. So those wind gusts, you know, were 25, near 30 miles per hour last couple of days. Not doing that today. So the heat, humidity, and the lack of wind really kind of drives that uncomfortable factor up even more. So dew points back in the 70s. That is about to change as we talk about the cool down coming Friday into Saturday. Not only do temperatures drop, but humidity values drop as well. Dew points, again, we're in the wrong side of the muggy meter today, but Friday, dew points dropping. Saturday is when they probably bottom out the most. They'll start to climb again next week, but we're going to get a few-day break from both the heat and humidity this weekend. The leading edge of this cold front is already to about the I-44 corridor and kind of stalled out right now. So upper 80s north of it, 90s south of that boundary. I mean, it's still pretty sticky either way today. That boundary is not really helping us out right now just yet. But again, heat index values, 90s north, already over 105 in southeastern Oklahoma. As I mentioned earlier, the last couple of days, southeastern areas from about Muskogee, Eufaula to the south and east, this is where it's really been cooking from a heat index standpoint. It is again today. But as I mentioned, heat advisories all across northeastern Oklahoma, even Tulsa, heat index 105 or above by late in the day, 110 to 115 in southeastern Oklahoma. Hour by hour temperature forecast. Another day where, again, it's hot in the afternoon and then a very slow drop off for the evening and even nighttime hours. So highs this afternoon, not expecting triple digits like we've had in many spots the past couple of days. In fact, low 90s north of Tulsa, which for this time of year is really not that bad, but you still have the high humidity to deal with. So it's going to feel hotter than that. Mid-90s here in the metro, upper 90s across southeastern Oklahoma. Again, heat index way above that. Overnight, we'll be tracking another line, squall line, developing from eastern Colorado, western Kansas into the Oklahoma panhandles that will likely be severe, and that's going to track across north central into northeastern Oklahoma early tomorrow morning. So here's how that severe weather outlook looks on our side of the state. Generally, I-44, it's maybe to the north and west, but then that could also sink further south as the morning hours go along. The main severe threat we're going to be dealing with, it looks like with storms tomorrow morning, will be damaging winds, especially if that squall line is still pretty organized. The hope is we'll have a weakening trend on storms tomorrow morning, but again, there will be the potential of at least a few hours we may have some damaging wind threats in the morning. That rain timeline as we head into tomorrow morning for mostly kind of heading into those pre-sunrise hours, but even past morning rush hour, goes up to about a 50 to 60% opportunity here in the Tulsa metro. So let's track this in for you here on Future View as that front slowly sags south through the night. Now, during the day today, there could again be one or two of those very, very brief pop-up isolated showers. Here comes that squall line after midnight into early tomorrow morning. We've got it showing up near Tulsa by about 4 a.m. That timing could still fluctuate. It could show up even maybe an hour or two later than that with some of the newest data. But regardless, early in the morning, that squall line starts to march in, and if it's still semi-organized, again, damaging winds would be a possibility. Now, as that moves further east, it should have a tendency to weaken east of Tulsa. We'll still have some lingering showers. And then as that moves out, north winds pick up, and look where our highs go tomorrow. How about this? Low to mid-80s across eastern Oklahoma, even cooler north of Tulsa. And then we really bottom out Saturday morning. These are the lows Saturday morning, low to mid-60s, and maybe even cooler than that north of Tulsa. So some nice relief is finally almost here, but hot and muggy today. Plan on tomorrow morning potentially being a little rough and tumble, kind of stormy for parts of green country. Some may miss out, but we'll be tracking that for you in the morning hours tomorrow. But then enjoy the weekend. That's about as good as we can get at this time of year. Cooler weather on Friday. Saturday looks outstanding. Even Sunday as we heat up should be pretty good. And then the triple digits return next week, so you're going to want to enjoy the weekend.